he was no longer that. He started teaching others, teaching book, teaching the wisdom of the book, and so on and so forth. So that means the quality of Ummi is on the other end of the spectrum. On the one side, there is knowledge and wisdom. On the other is the quality of Ummiyat, being Ummi. And this is the comparison which is made by the Holy Quran. That don't you see the miracle happening to him? He was one of you. One of the ordinary people of Arab who were not very lettered people. Yet once he is chosen by Allah as a prophet, suddenly being one of you, he begins to teach you. And teach you such wisdom as you had never come across. And will not only teach you, but will teach the latter generations. The extent of his knowledge covers not only the present but also the future. The extent of his blessing covers not only the present but also the future. So in future again, when ignorance spreads, he would be the teacher of the future again. That is what is mentioned in the surah, in the very first few verses. So everything is so clear, I don't see there's any room left for controversy on this issue at all.
No, there have been three full days articles, and that's why I asked the question, you see.
This one verse of Surah, the Holy Quran, is so clear on this issue that whatever the number of articles you refer to, I don't care. Why don't you see that from this one single verse of the Holy Quran instead of getting into the intricate debate of articles? This verse is so clear. Ahmad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is referred to as one of the Ummiyin. And the entire Arab people are referred to as Ummiyin.
So it's not insultive
anymore. It's a compliment.
It's a compliment.
If it is a compliment, it is a compliment to the entire Arab.
I can see. Thank you, sir.
It's not a compliment. The compliment is that being one of them, he was absolutely transformed. Previously he was one of them before reception of Wahi, and once he became the recipient of Allah's Wahi, then he was totally transformed. Instead of being an Ummi anymore, he became the teacher. The one who gives knowledge, the source of all light. Now you understand?
Yes, sir. Thanks.
That's right. He himself is translated. Unlettered people. Hafiz Zafar Sa'ad tells me that in one traditions, which is from Bukhari or somewhere else, you don't remember. One of the traditions, Ahmad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam himself has translated the word Ummi by attributing to it the meaning of being unlettered. La naktubu wa la nahsib. Neither do we write now, we understand what is written, you know. An account? I'm sorry, that's right. Hisab, not Hisab. Neither we write nor we can count. So this is the extreme state of being, unlettered, as you say, not ignorant. Ignorant is a different word. It's not a different word. Huh? Unlettered is not right either. Unlettered. Unlettered is a word which does not have the connotation of being unpolished or undisciplined or uncultured. But when you say uneducated, it has that connotation of being uncultured or unpolished. So you should always translate this word as unlettered.
Oh, but you said he has no schooling. That is also not
That's not wrong. No schooling. what it means is simply that he did not know the art of writing. As simple as that.
Assalamu alaikum, Hazur. Bashir Hayat were asking about something about Qarz-e Hasana and other loan, you see. I have come across a problem, you see. A friend of mine gave some loan some 2 years back to somebody in foreign country in terms of poundage. Now that gentleman wants to return
After
the
that, the value has changed.
value has changed by inflation. Now this gentleman here is insisting that he should have equivalent value. That man there is insisting, no, I took that many pounds, I will return that many pounds. What should be done in that case?
You were into writing.
No, there's nothing in writing.
You did not write down the terms.
No.
No. So they committed a mistake and they should suffer for that.
Who should
Because the
suffer?
Holy Quran insists that when you have a financial transaction, always write it down. So because they did not write it down, so as a consequence of that, they should suffer. Go on fighting.
The lender or the man who took the money?
Pardon?
In that case, the lender who gave the money, he suffers, isn't it?
I don't know. The question is, they have not acted upon a very strong admonition of the Holy Quran, and as a consequence, they must suffer, and you are proving it, the case for me, that they are suffering.
That's all right, sir.
It's not easy. You don't take the invention of the Holy Quran lightly.
No, because it's creating...
The inference we draw from this is that you must pay you must pay respect even to the slightest invention of the Holy Quran, which people tend to take lightly. Don't take that lightly. If you ignore it, natural consequences will befall you, and you will suffer from the consequences.
So, should I understand that the man who pays back the same poundage, you see, he would be right?
Why should you understand that? You can only understand that thing remains undetermined. It's anybody's guess. Anybody's guess.
So, in that case, my question is not answered, you see.
Because the prerequisite for answering this question are not there.
Because it's creating very bad feeling among few of us, you see. It's creating very bad feeling.
For some answer, there has to be some prerequisite based on which I can give you an answer. But that foundation for the answer is not provided for you. You know, if I ask you this question, how 2 and 2 make what? Can you answer this question?
It's quite common knowledge, will make 4.
No, I don't say how much, I say what.
Even then the answer remains 4.
No, 4 is not what, 4 is a number.
It
Answer would be banana.
what he likes, sir.
You can't define what they make. Because you have not provided the very basis on which the person who is addressed by you can answer. Every question automatically provides some basis for answer. And if it's lacking, then the person who is addressed is not in a position to answer that question. In this case, the matter remains undefined because they have ignored one invention of the Holy Quran and they have permitted a thing to remain unresolved and undetermined. So it's anybody's guess. You know, if I were to decide, and this is my personal opinion, I would decide in favor of returning that money with which the loaner parted. This is my instinct, which tends me to believe that this should be the right answer in such a situation. If somebody took rupees from me, if I parted with rupees, whether these rupees were converted